afternoon. Is this working? Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Hello, everyone. I'm Jess Jones. My pronouns are they, them. I'm so thrilled to be here together with you today. I stand here as someone who's been on the front lines advocating for transgender students for over a decade. Is that better? Okay, thank you. I stand here as someone who's been on the front lines advocating for transgender students for over a decade. And I know firsthand the power of these two legal cornerstones under scrutiny by our nation's top court. Over the years, I've served as an openly queer teacher at historic Sumner High School and a student advocate at Washington University's Pediatric Transgender Center at St. Louis Children's Hospital. I'm an educational consultant and executive director of Lavender Youth Alliance, Missouri's revitalized GSA network. Most people only think about Title IX or the Equal Protection Clause when there's a headline or a lawsuit. However, I see the impact on a day-to-day basis, working directly with schools and districts on supporting queer and transgender youth. These are not abstract legal concepts. These are foundational protections and a lifeline for the transgender students who I serve. While the cases before the Supreme Court now focus on how Title IX and the Equal Protection Clause apply to gender in sports, this ruling will also impact many other facets of school life. Because of this legal footing, I've been able to ensure that transgender students are not only allowed to play on the sports team that reflects their gender identity, but also so that they can have access to bathrooms where they feel safest. They can wear the clothes that reflect who they are. They can be called by their affirming name and pronouns. You see, Title IX and the Equal Protection Clause shape school and district policy, directly informing the day-to-day practices that make students feel welcome as they travel through school halls. If the Supreme Court decides to exclude transgender students from these protections, it will drastically alter how we can advocate for their safety. One student who I worked with, a transgender boy named Jaden, was told by his school that his presence in the bathroom made other students unsafe, even though there had never been an incident or even complaint against Jaden. Through conversations and a review of the school's responsibilities under Title IX and the Equal Protection Clause, I was able to successfully advocate for Jaden's access to facilities that correctly reflect his gender identity, just like any other boy at school. Now, this might sound like a small victory, but being able to access affirming gendered spaces at school changes everything for Jaden and also the countless transgender students like him. Every child deserves a school where they can show up as their full, authentic selves. And Title IX and the Equal Protection Clause ensure that. No matter what the court decides, know that we will not back down. We will always have the backs of our transgender youth, especially those who exist at the intersections of being Black, brown, disabled, or immigrant.
Hey.
I am so deeply moved and encouraged looking around the room today and seeing so many people who fiercely love and protect our gender-expansive youth. I know that together we will continue building the affirming spaces and futures that our young people deserve, no matter what. So let's keep building. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep showing trans youth that they belong on the sports team. They belong in the bathroom. Let's keep showing them that they belong at school. Thank you.